Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of the Road to Mega Man. I'm ShadowRock, I'm going to be playing Mega Man 2, and with me today is LBD Night Train from the Mega Man Network. Hey man.
Hey, how's it going?
So, we're going to go ahead and start up the game here, and LBD, do you want to tell them about yourself and what you do?
Oh wow, let's see, where to begin? As noted, my online name is LBD Night Train, or you might also have seen my work under the name David Oxford. I run the Mega Man Network, and I do a podcast called the Fully Charged Podcast with the Proto-Dude of Rockman Corner. And, that's just kind of stuff I do on the side. I also write for various magazines, Nintendo Force, Megavisions, Old School Gamer, do freelance stuff. Got some stuff from Dark Horse that I helped out with coming out soon.
Awesome. You got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a wonder I get anything done with everything I'm doing.
Yeah, no kidding. That's for the first boss. I guess we may as well go Metal Man here. Gotta get that Metal Blade.
Yeah.
So,
You're gonna bring out the birds for Airman, right?
Oh, the birds? Yeah. We got to. I think I could defeat Airman Buster only, though. If I need to. Okay. So watch out for these traps here.
Well, I meant the intro screen, where you replace the stars.
Alright, how you do that again?
That is a good question. Do you hold A and B, or was it up and A? It's been so long since I've done it, I forget.
Yeah, I remember that now. I just don't know how to do it.
What were you talking about?
I have no idea. I don't know what I say half the time, to be honest with you. Okay. Those guys are a bit annoying, but we did it. But yeah, Proto-Dude was someone I wanted to bring on this collab series. I have like 5 or 6 other people, actually 5 other people. I asked Proto-Dude, but he's busy, he's getting married soon, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to do something together soonish. We have been planning like a discussion for a while, that's for sure.
That's cool. Yeah, I was happy to hear you reach out, because it seems like that happens kind of rare.
Oh, Proto-Dude was the one that reached out to me, kind of. Like, I've been following him for a little while now, but the day I got my Mega Man X Legacy Collection review copy, he hit me up like, can you help me find these secrets? Because they aren't unlocking for me. I'm like, sure, man.
Sorry, you say Legacy Collection or X Legacy Collection?
The X Legacy Collection.
Oh, yeah, I remember that was a problem there.
Yeah, it's like, you're supposed to look at the images in the gallery, but it just wouldn't show up unless you beat a game, apparently. Here we are at the boss, though. It's a shame they don't have this in Mega Man 11 so far, it seems.
Yeah, we talked about that on, I think one of the ones that we just recorded of the Fully Charged podcast that hasn't gone up yet. It's just kind of an interesting thing.
I might actually take a death here. They have more HP in difficult mode. Oh dear.
At the stage select screen, hold down the A and B buttons and choose a boss.
Oh, okay, nice.
According to game FAQs.
Hold down A and B and choose boss, okay. I'll make a save state just to make sure. Okay, so yeah, his AI is a bit interesting because he actually shoots a blade like every time you shoot. So,
yeah, so it's a matter of timing your shots.
Yeah. It's really funny later on though that he's actually weak to himself.
Yeah.
We'll show that.
I don't think we've ever had another Robot Master quite like that.
No, I guess
I
not.
wonder what makes him start jumping like that. Is it because you got too close?
Not sure. Might be because I'm shooting too much. but I'm not really an expert on that, but come on, there we go. Didn't need to waste my U-Tank, that's good.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Well, wouldn't be an LP if it wasn't a close one.
Okay. I was thinking of doing, like, continuing my things, like, as a countdown to Mega Man 11, but I just have a feeling I'm probably not going to get through the remaining 6 games before the release.
Yeah, even we over here are kind of pretty close, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess I like to do...
But you got the benefit of not doing it live, so...
Yeah, pretty much. I was at first thinking about a live stream, but then I was like, I don't want to stream like 10 games in a row one weekend. That's a lot. It's a long time.
Yeah. I'd be spacing it out a bit, probably, but I don't know if I'm gonna make the cut there. Just because everything else going on and whatnot.
Yeah.
But,
there we go.
Bye-bye, Croaker.
I bet, the waterfall is just killing the stream right now.
Well, so far it's holding up pretty well.
That's good.
On my end, at least.
That's
But yeah, I don't have the equipment to record, like, to pre-record stuff. I just have whatever's built into the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who only have that.
Speaking of which, like, you've, this on Steam, or Steam version?
We're playing the Switch version, actually.
Oh, Switch. Okay. Hey, you got a much better setup than I do, then.
Yeah, I got a, Elgato... I got like 3 different Elgato capture card devices at this moment.
Oh, nice. I've seen them promoted on Battlegeek Plus, so... They seem like they'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I started out with like the original HD, capture one. It can record like older game consoles too, so I keep that around. I also have... I originally got an HD 60S for the low latency and 1080p 60 FPS, which the original one can't do. Then it started crapping out on me a lot, and that wasn't good, so recently I got me the HD60 Pro, which is what you install in your computer. So I have that now. That's what I'm using at the moment.
I do have something. It was what we got when, several years ago, back in 2013, I think. I did, Ian Flynn and I, we got together and did this Sonic Lost World marathon to raise money for sick kids. And, yeah, I mean, I've still got the equipment from that around, but that was, like, such a, like, kind of stretching across the room. It wasn't really, like, tenable to, like, you know, keep it up, like, you know, for long. I might still be able to use something like that with my wife's laptop. The problem is, it's my wife's laptop, and she uses it for work and stuff,
Right.
so... I've not really had a good chance to, like, you know, see what we can do with that. So it's like, I do have some kind of equipment, I forget what it's called, but...
I do remember you talking about that Sonic live stream. About somewhere, I think it might have been on Twitter or something, I don't remember now, but I remember that being mentioned.
Yeah, it was a while back. I might have promoted it on Mega Man Network. I don't recall. I mean,
Maybe.
I probably did, come to think of it, because, I mean, he wrote the Mega Man comic, so it was, like, you know, relevant for people in that regard, I think.
That's cool. Well, what else is cool is we got Bubble Lead, I guess. I guess it's cool. It's something. Let's just beat the final
room
boss.
temperature bubble.
Not very cool after all. So, now we can do... I don't want to do Heatman yet. I can't do that. The Yoki
I always
block.
found Flashman to be really easy.
Yeah, he is pretty easy. We also get Flash Stopper, I guess. I'm gonna do the lasers the man way, though.
Gonna do what now? The lasers,
The quick man lasers.
Oh, yeah.
The man way. not the cheap way.
It's all good. If you got a advantage, use it.
Oh, boy do we got save states in this collection.
Yeah, there's that too. Like, I mean, I don't need the Flash Stopper. I find it more distracting than anything, but... You know,
Yeah,
if you do better with it, use it.
I usually do about anyways. I usually.
How about in the like final stage that has the similar beams in Mega Man X5? Because that one's kind of set up in a different way.
I usually do about as well. So yeah. I don't know. I just like to save those things, I guess.
And just it's like the way the screens, like, they don't like kind of load and like let you see what's coming, and I think they scroll left and right, so it's like really not as well done as the Mega Man 2 ones, but
yeah, I agree. It's a bit yikes.
yeah. So I can see like wanting to use the Darkhold to get through there.
It's definitely a lot easier that way, but I've managed about it. Also, I did.
Oh, you didn't go over the life up or the energy capsule.
I didn't. I think there's a crash bomber coming up, so I can't take this route all the way. I get an E-tank though. That's good. Okay, I gotta go back.
Yeah, too bad you don't have the air tornado, air shooter.
That's right. We gotta defeat Airman. Oh god. No! Get out of here. Okay.
So yeah, I've seen like the Sniper Walker. I think that was the name of it. Yeah, I swear it's getting harder to keep track of this.
Right? There's so many names.
But yeah, the Sniper Joe Walker armor thing, like it looks like that's in Mega Man 11. I wonder if it'll be possible to take control of it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I did notice that too.
It'd be like a prophecy fulfilled, because you know that art with Mega Man riding in like a specially marked one, right?
Ooh, how'd I win? Jeez.
That's the power of the Metal Blade.
Apparently. There we go.
Use the Metal Blade and you'll always be a cut above.
Yeah, the difficulty in this game is a bit broken with the fact that Metal Blade exists, basically.
Okay, like, I don't know if this is gonna show up, like, when you post the video, but, like, what I'm seeing right now, you've got the game audio, and it's just watching the bars, like, jump and sync with the, music here is just kind of fascinating.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now, and you're right. It's pretty cool. Boo, boo, boo.
Oh, item number 3. I think that might have been the first one I got, like, the first time I played this.
Yeah, item 3 is a bit interesting.
I had no idea what it would do, and it was like, I thought Mega Man was throwing out giant pieces of candy.
Woodman puts on his best Donkey Kong impression.
Woodman was the first robot master in Mega Man 2 I ever beat.
I think Metal Man might have been my first. At least he's usually the first I go after, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, he's usually the first one I go after these days, him or Flashman. On occasion I might pick Airman just because, like, that's what it was in Nintendo Power.
Flashman might have been my first too, I just don't remember.
Just goes to show there's no, you know, necessarily correct order for this.
No, I've been going now the complete order. Like,
do you know the trick you can do here with these guys?
What is that?
The time stopper, if you use it, like, say before you go to the next screen,
right.
They won't teleport in.
Let's try that. Okay, here we go. Just a big ball.
Well, not quite what I meant, but oh, I think his hitbox is blocking you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta use it before you enter the screen and they teleport in.
Oh, I see. Oh!
Too bad you can't turn that off.
I can,
yeah, oh, okay, you might be able to pull this off after all.
Just use it. Let's just go right through the wall. Okay. Oh, I didn't make it in time.
Oh! But now you know.
Yeah, there you go. Something you can do.
Viewers at home. I think I did that trick when I did my playthrough to a while back on Legacy Collection.
Oh yeah, what was it on the PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's been out for a while now. It's crazy to think about, but it has.
Yeah. Long enough to get a sequel and a, I don't know if you can call it a spin-off when it's like all just collections anyway of stuff that already existed, but 2 of those and a new sequel and, or, you know, a new game.
Right. Yeah, this game was basically the one that prompted him to make Mega Man 11 because it got million sales. which is also crazy.
Any idea how Legacy Collection 2 did in comparison?
I don't know, actually.
Capcom decided to do that in-house, and it was okay. It was good, not as good as what Digital Eclipse did here.
I liked it. Like, it's pretty much all the same to me. But I do understand, like, Digital Eclipse went out of their way to make this as authentic as they could.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of little stuff that adds up. The save points are a bit of an issue.
Oh, that's true.
Because they aren't very friendly, and,
right.
The challenges, I felt like, I don't know, they just didn't feel as well crafted, for lack of a better term, as...
Yeah.
What was in this.
I think that's part of the fault that, like, they're all, like, different art styles. Mega Man 7 and 8 are, so they couldn't really, like, combine them as well as 1 through 6.
Yeah. I forget, did they skip from, like, one game to another there? Or?
No, they don't. Like, in this game, Legacy Collection 1, they do combine them, but Legacy Collection 2, it's all just, like, a selection of parts from that one game's stages.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, this one, you've got, like, the advertisements and, like, box art and stuff, I think, and... But, I mean, they did some neat stuff with the, Legacy Collection 2 and, the X ones as well.
Yeah, I found the challenges in the Legacy Collection is not that great. I mean, it was nice, it's there, but I didn't think it was that entertaining. But X Challenge is pretty cool.
Sorry, in this one, or the, or in Legacy Collection 2?
Kind of both of them. I do appreciate the combining them stuff, but, I guess we'll do a quick man, but... It's just, like, basically combining, like, different stage parts together. It's pretty much the same content you play, just in a cut-up fashion, I guess you would say.
Yeah. I do kind of wonder if they'd done something similar to X Challenge, like, if they'd done it here, how that would have been.
Probably the same kind of stuff. I don't know. I guess they could... I guess they couldn't combine the X games, though, because in Collection 1 alone, you have 1 through 3 Super Nintendo, but then the problem child would be X4, right?
No, I mean, like, here, like, say, fighting Robot Masters from, like, you know, paired up, like, you know, from the different games.
Okay, that would be kind of cool. 2 Robot Masters.
Yeah.
It also reminds me of that fan-made thing where in Mega Man 2 you can fight all 8 of the Robot Masters at once.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. I forget what I was gonna say now.
Oops. Oh, here we go. The lasers. Oh yeah, there's this challenge in this game called the Craig's Challenge.
Oh!
Oof. But Craig's Challenge always gets me when it just transitions right to the lasers. It's like, well, crap.
I forget. Oh, right. That's right. Craig from formerly of Screw Attack.
Yeah.
Stuttering Craig. It took me a minute to remember what they, what you were talking about there. Yeah, I remember that was added. I can't remember if I beat that one or not.
Yeah,
it was pretty tough, as I recall.
Yeah, he made a challenge for this game. For Legacy Collection 1, I should say.
Yeah.
Alright, you just gotta hold left. Ooh, that's close. It's pretty high set points, but pretty free overall. Says the guy who died once.
I'm just kind of holding my breath and keeping quiet here.
There we go.
But you seem to be doing okay.
We're free. And yes, I'm using the rapid. No shame.
Oh, no problem. My screen just went black because I hadn't moved the mouse or anything in a while.
Oh, oops. That tends to
watching
happen.
video doesn't count.
Okay, I'm actually just... Wait, how many lives I got? Okay, I'm good on lives. I probably will just let myself die here. Unless I do well. We'll see.
But you don't have his weakness.
I do, actually.
No, I mean his, like, real weakness.
Oh, what's his real weakness then?
Crash Bomber.
Oh, I see. Okay, I actually was doing pretty well there. I could have won. if I just got out the flash stopper.
Oh yeah, you still have that. Yeah, actually, I guess flash stopper kind of counts as a weakness too. I don't know. They both work in tandem.
I think crash bomb is supposed to be Flashman's weakness. At least that seems to do a lot of damage.
I like how there isn't like one specific weakness for these guys, and that's something I really miss in later games.
That's true. This game definitely does have its like secondary weaknesses that the other games don't really do that. Yeah. I wonder if Mega Man 11 would be like that, because people have been noticing that like Impact Man's weapon works really well against Blockman, even though I'm pretty sure that's not his actual weakness.
Okay, you know, I was wondering about that because I noticed it didn't seem to be doing that well against him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I think, like, I don't know how much I can... When does this air?
This will air September 23rd, we're gonna shoot for.
Oh, okay, so I shouldn't say too much because
yeah.
Margo and stuff, but I will say that I don't know, it's been kind of a mix there. Like one boss I thought, like, you know, wouldn't think would be weak to one weapon, but I think it did some nice damage to him.
Yeah.
But I think mainly so far the Mega Buster's been working fine by me, actually. But I think they said they were trying to go back to basic, like, you know, easy to figure out, like, weaknesses, you know, like fire and ice type stuff.
That's what gets me. They said they were trying to make the weaknesses make sense this time, but meanwhile, you got all these people online trying to figure out, okay, what's the boss order? I can't figure it out.
Yeah, that's the, yeah, it's like still trying to, like, you know, work it out. And it's like, okay, you would think the jackhammer would work on the guy made of stone blocks, but maybe not? I don't know. Come to think of it, I mean, that was in the demo. Maybe that's changed.
My theory was Blast Man, because, you know, bombs work against blocks. It blows them up.
Okay, that makes sense. Maybe that piercing, of the, like, jackhammer thing works on, say, Bounce Man.
Yeah, I was thinking Impact Man would beat Bounce Man because Impact Man really likes the spikes, and spikes would puncture a ball.
In theory. See, when I'm, like, you know, thinking about the balls, I wasn't thinking of, like hollow type, I was thinking, like, a solid rubber ball.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, you know, since they explode with confetti and stuff, it makes sense that they'd be hollow, so...
Oh, the pippies. Oh, I didn't show the birds, actually. Oops. Oh well.
No! Well, you still have other opportunities.
LP cancelled.
But,
is it like any boss?
I have no idea how people are able to jump on the edge of those horns.
It's a very tight hitbox, but it is possible. Yeah. I just take the hit.
That's a little bit beyond me these days, I think.
Yeah, same here. I just like to just damage boost. Bit safer for me. And the pippies are really getting me. Like, I didn't do that great at the demo first. I'm also sucking pretty hard here, but... Oh, there we go. I guess we're seeing them birds.
Yeah, just go to stage select and then you can...
Okay, so it's A and B and start. There it is. Pippies.
That's how you enter Airman stage, that's why you died.
That's how you enter Airman stage in style.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why you died, is because you didn't do the right entrance.
Exactly.
But now that you've done the right entrance, you know, you'll be good.
We got the good luck. SR can't defeat Airman confirmed.
Incidentally, I would recommend when you're fighting Airman, just, you know, kind of wait till, like, the tornadoes have passed before launching Relief Shield.
Yeah.
Because you don't get, like, too many uses of that, and they just bounce off a lot.
Yeah, you're right. It's one of those things that happens when you're lost in conversation.
Yeah.
We call it the LP curse. You're just so focused on talking that you're not really paying attention to the game as much as you should.
I'll be your navigator here.
Alright, that's cool.
There's never been a male navigator before.
Be my navigator! Help me stop Sigma! defeat these balls before they drop. I've been saying this a lot in other videos, but Mega Man series really loves their balls. Their balloons. Especially in 11, apparently.
Yeah. Those are like the hardest balloons you'll ever find. Oh, can't say too much. Can't say too much.
We'll just pretend you said a bad word. We censored it. Oops. That's oopsies. I can sit back here. That's fine. Oh boy. Okay. I put my drink down. Yeah, it's a bit tricky here because like there's no platforms in between, so you just basically gotta wait for the spikes to go down.
Yeah, it's the more advanced version of the other.
There you go. We gotta watch out for...
Now, I don't think it matters now, but what might help, like, you know, in the future is, I think, like, you know, I mean, they start with the spikes down, so it's like a matter of, like, you know, kind of triggering the other one, like, at the right time when the horns are in a favorable position for you on the one that you're standing on.
That's true. There we go. Oh, that was close. Okay.
And don't, like, take this as me lecturing you. It's kind of more, like, you know, for the benefit of those watching at home and...
Yeah, you know, give them good old
who
tips.
don't know the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you've probably beaten this, like, you know, dozens of times, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
This was, like, the first Mega Man game I beat, so... Not the first one I played, but the first one I beat.
The first Mega Man game I actually played was Mega Man 3 on my uncle's NES, but I didn't get to really play 2 until the Anniversary Collection came out on the GameCube way back in the day, so...
Wow, my word, man.
Yeah.
So many years missing out on a classic.
I played 3, I think I played 6 and 4, but yeah, like, the Anniversary Collection and the X Collection later really introduced me to a lot of games.
You know, incidentally, speaking of, like, you know, this one being a classic, I'm surprised that the slot for this one didn't get taken right away when you were asking people to join in on this.
Yeah, I think it's because, you know, Mega Man 2 definitely solidified the Mega Man formula, nobody can deny that, but I think the game becomes a real slog in the Dr. Wily stages. Especially Boom Beam Trap, which we'll get to.
There's tricks for that.
There is, definitely, but it's pretty bad, because it relies on special weapon usage, and if you run out, well, you're screwed. You gotta grind.
Yeah, and that was definitely one of those NES hard editions.
Yep. As a big thing about classic Mega Man is NES hard difficulty.
Yeah.
It seems like, you know, with Mega Man 11...
There's NES hard, and then there's wasting your time.
Right.
Because I think, like, you know, I mean, I tried to do, like, a legit run on this, but I would, when I did my stream, but it's like, I would make exceptions, like, I think I probably did a save state before I went into the Boo Beam Trap, just so I'm not having to grind and waste everybody's time watching. Not an issue back in the day when this came out, the watching part, but it's like, yeah, I know nobody's gonna want to see that, so let's just, you know, play it safe.
Pretty much.
So gosh, I forget what the original name for these things are, but I think they were called spinning spools in the American version. They got, like, those yellow things that are so much like them in Mega Man 11, but I like the 11 version so much less.
These guys right here?
Well, the yellow ones act a lot like, in Mega Man 11 act a lot like these.
Like the tallies?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have item number 1,
That's right.
That's what I need. Oh well, guess we're waiting.
I like how you're gonna try to use the jet sled there, but...
Oh yeah, I guess I could. Ooh, extra life, nice.
Yeah. Waiting for it to come around is not all bad.
Yeah. Okay, equip the metal blade. Or I could use flash.
Or you could just put on Leaf Shield. What else are you using it for?
You're absolutely right. You know, it's not the best shield ever, but in situations like this, it can be useful.
Yeah. It's not the best shield ever, but it's definitely the first.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
But one thing I hate is like when you're riding around like that and you've got the enemies coming, and I think this is especially true in the Wily level that has those, but it's like, you know, you get the leaf shield and it hits something and then it drops like a really good item and then you can't go for it without like completely wrecking your entire strategy.
Right. We're gonna need a leaf shield again right now. Once we get up here, we'll need it again. Okay.
Oh, for the peepees?
Yeah, the pippies.
You know what, that's probably a nicer sounding name for them. But, yeah, I usually just use the metal blade and just...
Oh my god.
Hit them, like, when they come by.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use the leaf shield again. I think that... Oh.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Okay.
Just, like, try hopping to the, second platform, then back to the first, really quick, like, just rapid fire.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't even intend for you to shoot him. I just wanted you to just do the hop thing. You should have come up and shot, and if I'm not mistaken, walked right off.
Yeah. There we go. Oops.
Oh, that should have hit the mother.
Should have. Should have, but...
I know, that's not like a euphemism for a curse word. I just mean a mother bird.
Mother birds! Oh man. Yeah, we really don't have much ammo with this thing. Okay, I got some health. That's fine, I guess. Okay.
May as well just drop.
Yeah, I was just trying not to go all the way down, but I guess it wouldn't matter too much. Wow. Okay, there's some energy. Oh boy, this takes forever. Oh, big energy.
Why did it fall through? That makes no sense.
That's NES for you.
Ugh. It's like, who designed this? You gonna go for the energy tank?
Yeah.
Right on.
Get the, 2 out.
Yep.
I guess I'll...
Isn't there a 1-up or something at the top of the left?
Yeah, there is, actually. May as well get it.
First time I used item 2, I thought it was a missile. I was so disappointed when it didn't explode when it hit an enemy.
It does look like one, to be fair.
They really don't explain these things.
Nah.
It's like you're acquiring all these weapons, and then they start throwing in stuff that's not weapons, and it's like...
Yeah.
Unless you, like, know what's going on.
That's the beauty of NES.
What's happening?
The beauty of NES. They don't explain anything to you. I actually learned recently how to beat this guy up Buster only, but that's faster.
I always love it when you can just nail the guy in one shot.
Right?
Yeah, you just gotta get him to jump with the air tornado, the air shooter, just in just such a way.
That multiple hit.
Then he, like, just basically just absorbs the damage as he travels.
Do I get item 1 then? Nope. That's Heat Man.
Yep. That's one thing that, yeah, it kind of bugged me in, like, some of the later installments. Mega Man 11 seems pretty good about it, though. Is, like, you know, you hit them and then, like, you know, they, you know, have that, like, recovery time.
Right.
And, like, you know, I like that in the earlier ones like this, where they don't, like, have the recovery time so much. Like, come on, let us feel a little superior here.
Right.
It's like, it's fine to give the players, like, some, like, little advantages like that. I mean, we don't get the benefit of collision damage, so...
Yeah,
you know, give us something.
So far, Mega Man 11 seems pretty bad with that. I wouldn't say, like, the knockback isn't the worst. I think Mega Man 8's still the worst on that, but the stun time, Mega Man just stands there for, like, a second after getting hit, at least.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. It's like I haven't, like, paid too much attention. It hasn't, like, proven, like, a huge factor for me for the most part.
Yeah.
Just on a rare occasion so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just talking about, like, you know, like the bosses and enemies here, you know, they can just, like, you know, touch you and do damage, and, you know, you don't get that benefit. I like it when games will, like, you know, have it where, like, either nobody does, like, you know, damage, or, you know... I don't know if there are anywhere you can do damage just by touching them, but...
Okay, yeah.
I think fair should be fair.
Well, let's just use this. What else am I using this for?
So you don't want to use those on He-Man.
Nah. Okay.
I mean, you know what happens, right?
Remind me what happens.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Crash Bombs actually restore health to He-Man.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I think Ariga played with that in one of the Megamix or Gigamix mangas. Oh shoot, I am sorry. I should have told you how to get that one up.
Okay, how you get it?
Okay, you know that platform you stood on that's, like, you know, the edge of the lava bed where, you know, where you jumped onto it to ride it over?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't activate the jet sled there. You do it, like, just behind it, so it's, like, almost just a little above the level of the ground of the ledge there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ride it, and then, like, you know, you'll collect the one-up as you go past.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind in future runs. And that sucks. Like, he just starts out the flames and kind of hard to dodge.
Yeah.
Man, they take a lot of...
Once he gets locked into a pattern, he's toast.
Pretty much. Literal toast.
I like the 3D effect they have going with the background there.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
It's like, you know, you're seeing, like, kind of like a tube or something.
Atomic Fire. That's an awesome name.
Yeah.
We get item 1 finally. Message from Dr. Light. I wish he could speed through this though. Takes quite a while. Get your weapons ready. Oh, the weapons.
I would love to know what happened with the pixel art of Mega Man here, because he just looks chubby.
Chubby, and the eyes are just so cold.
Yeah, and like his thighs just seem to stick out past his boots.
Eyebrows.
I didn't even realize he had, like, those kind of pointy things, like, over his knees for a while.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of the art, like, you know... Of course, for Mega Man 2, most of the art that, like, you know, I had to reference was from Nintendo Power. They kind of had their own design.
Oh, that's true.
And Mega Man 3's manual just introduces me to the real Mega Man, and...
There's the song that everybody loves to just remix and reference.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And, you know, people say nowadays...
Now entering...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, now entering the, ring is, TJP. I don't know if you watch wrestling or not, but...
I don't, but I'm sure somebody will get it.
The, Cruiserweight... Okay, that's actually a neat way to skip over all that. I never really thought to do that before.
I've never done it myself, so there we go.
Yeah, TJ Perkins, TJP, he's got this kind of video game theme in wrestling. He's like on 205 Live. I never thought to do that either. That's... You're showing me some stuff here. It's like basic, like, but usually I'd hop off and then go back down and then ride back up. Anyway, back to what I was saying though. TJP, his entrance music is very inspired by this.
Awesome. Yeah, people say this song is overrated, but it's really good though. Like, even though everybody and their mother talks about it, it's still a good song.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time is overrated. This is just good.
I object to that. Just kidding. I love Ocarina of Time too. Okay.
Bought it day one, but it just never quite clicked with me as I wanted.
Well, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Get rid of that guy. Well, not get rid of him, just ignore him entirely. He just wanted a hug.
Quick boomerangs make short work of them, as I recall.
Yeah, I think so. There we go.
I've never seen that done like that before. I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah, I remember when I first played this game, it took me forever to figure out what to do. That you have to start from the stairs, the ladder rather.
Well, you don't have to, but it's clearly a lot easier, and you get the benefit of a fourth step by the time it's done. That's... this old dog is learning some new tricks today.
You always learn something new.
Yeah. I like to think we're feeding off of each other with, like, you know, my experiences, but, like, yeah, watching you, I'm gonna have to remember some of this stuff.
I mean, you taught me some things too, so it works.
This is pretty cool.
I could just use... Oh! Never mind.
I was gonna say, usually use the quick boomerang. It's got that kind of downward arc that I think gives you a little more range.
That is true.
When he's, like, floating lower.
Oh, I might have a problem. Actually, no, we're good. We're good. I have enough energy. So that'll be fine. Freaking Sniper Joes. Why do you have so much health, though? I've always wondered that.
I think they're supposed to be the most, like, equal to Mega Man of all the, like, enemies you come across, not counting Robot Masters.
Yeah, probably.
Because, I mean, you know, canonically, like, you know, which I'm sure they weren't thinking of at the time, but they're based on Proto Man, who, you know... My god, that is so much better.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, how did you do it?
I went to the top of the ladder, and, like, you know, I'd just kind of edge forward and set one out, and then I'd, like, try to get to the edge of that carefully without running off the edge, and set another one, and... Yeah, you could probably watch my, playthrough on, YouTube, see how I did it, but...
Okay. Here we go again. Now I'm Pink Boy.
Should be posted on the Mega Man Network as well, if, like, you really are that interested.
Yeah, I'll be sure to check that out. Because
I think I did the one-up thing there. I can't quite remember. If I didn't, I'm extremely disappointed in myself.
Yeah, this boss is pretty dangerous, though. If he hits you even once, you're probably gonna fall.
Well, ideally, that's why you want to stick to the top one, is so, like, if he does hit you, you'll usually fall to the, like, second one. But if he hits you on the second one, yeah, you got nowhere to go but down.
Pretty much. Oh, I made it to stage 2 at least. Boop. Okay.
Don't refill your weapons between levels.
Nope.
Okay, those things were just... Who knows what they even do, but they were just so neat seeing them the first time.
You gotta know that you're gonna need 2 coming up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's part of why I don't usually use item 2 back in the first thing, now that I think about it.
But yeah, they knew about it. They give you items. Make sure you can use it. Alright, let's go.
Oh, are you gonna have enough to go all the way?
I think so. There we go.
Oh, yep, okay. And those spikes just look like the most deadly of any spikes in the series, you know?
Right?
It's like so many of them, like the ones in like Bubble Man look like, okay, like that would be like a flesh wound maybe. But like those ones just like look like they would shish kebab you. Step on one and have it just like go through your foot and come out his mouth.
Is it even worth using the Crash Bomber ammo?
How many lives do you have?
That's a good question too. I have 5, so I'm good on that. I think I'm just gonna take the E-Tank, and I'll make sure to refill it before we get to stage 3. Okay. Actually, we can refill it here.
So here's a question for you. Did you ever read the novelization of Mega Man 2?
Actually, I recently watched a video of the Angry Video Game Nerd reading it.
Yes. James Rolfe, and he just plays it completely straight too, which
yeah.
I don't know how I mean that's like cool, but at the same time you kind of wonder how a nerd reading would go. Maybe one day we'll get one, but
yeah.
It's just what possessed him to do that, and with that particular one.
Yeah.
And why hasn't he done the rest of the library that way?
Don't know, man. Is there like other novelizations, or is that the only one?
Not of Mega Man games. Not in the Worlds of Power line, at least. I don't think there's anything anywhere else either. But they did Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Bionic Commando, Metal Gear.
Nice.
Ninja Gaiden. Was it RBI Baseball? Some baseball game. Blaster Master, which actually somehow, defying all logic, went on to become canon.
Oh yeah.
At least until the new one came out. But even then, I think some of the elements there got incorporated in.
Yeah, like
You ever notice I always thought it, like, when I was a kid, I mean, I understand now the technical aspects, but just seeing the chains rise up at the bottom was so weird.
Dude, they hurt a lot too. Oh boy.
But yeah, they did a bunch of them, and then it's like, they just kind of stopped. I don't know. I would have thought they'd have done better, like, that they would want to do more, but I was disappointed they never did a Mega Man 3 or a Mega Man 1.
Yeah, I would like that.
And for years, with the lack of anything else besides the games, I thought the book was canon.
Ooh.
I thought Mega Man had become human in the second game.
Oh dear.
And that just made Mega Man X all the more confusing, let me tell you.
Oh, I bet.
Of course, that was before we really knew that X was a different guy too.
Well, that's true too, and everyone also thought that it was Mega Man 10.
I never thought that.
I used to call it, this is a real story, but I used to think that. And I also died.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I got
that
sick.
is a setback.
Well, that is indeed a setback. Dang. Well, I can tell my story then, but I used to think that it was Mega Man 10, I guess. I blame my dad because he did it too, but I went to this local game store right next to my house, and I said, "Hey, can I buy Mega Man 15? Or Mega Man X, actually it was Mega Man 14, but he goes, do you mean Mega Man X4? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how I learned.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, easy enough mistake to make, initially, and it was, kind of funny, I remember there was a Penny Arcade strip about it even, some, years ago. Oh, you were gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I need 3, don't I? Or is it possible with this? Ooh, I think I can barely make it.
Yeah, it was like the 90s. I mean, I don't know. It's just you never see this happen to the X-Files or the X-Men,
Right.
And it's only if somebody's really insistent that it's Mega Man 10 that I'm just oh yeah, I love Mega Man 10, right along with the Tin Men and the Tin Files.
Come on.
Oh, I would go back and just use the Leaf Shield and
go.
grind for energy a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. That's ridiculous. Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't have to grind too much, but here we are.
So, if you thought it was Mega Man 10, what did you think of the jump from Mega Man 10 to Mega Man 12?
Yeah, this was before Mega Man 10 officially existed too, so...
Sorry, I didn't quite hear all that.
Oh, I experienced the X games way before there was an official Mega Man 10, so...
Yeah.
I guess it did take me a while. For all I knew, when I played, Mega Man X5, I was just thinking, maybe they're like Power Rangers, they wear suits, and they're actually humans. Yeah, I was a stupid kid back then, I guess.
I don't think I even knew X was a pacifist until X3 and reading the manual or something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're just going strictly on the games, and even with the manuals, then I mean, you don't really get much of a sense of it, Yeah, you know that Mega Man at the end of X1, like, you know, how much longer will the fighting go on, but, you know, you don't quite get the sense that, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess at the time, you know, this is also when the Mega Man cartoon, like, you know, painted him as a 90s action hero who's, like, you know...
Oh, that's true, too.
Shoots first and asks questions later.
Right. Like, the games portray him as, like, this pacifist, like you said, but then Ruby Spears happens, and you're just blowing up an entire power plant.
Like I said, you don't even really get the sense of it in X1. I mean, the first thing you're doing is, like, you know, shooting, like, you know, like robots on a highway, so...
Yeah.
The story didn't really establish that very much. It's not even until, like, say, the ending, and even then it's kind of... I took it in more of a kind of a, like, you know, an Autobot sort of way. It's like, you know, you got this war, and it's like, you know, they want peace, but until, like, you know, the comes, you know, they're, like, you know, ready to stand up and, like, you know, fight anybody who's gonna...
Yeah,
stand
and like
in the way.
at the intro stage, he talks about, oh, I want to defeat Vile, I want to become more powerful.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to see where Ruby Spears was coming from.
Yeah. I'm pretty much good on energy, I just need health. Health to speak of.
I'm still surprised you haven't put on the wave shield and just waited for it.
That's true. I guess I could try that. Well. Let's see. Go. Oh, you know what? That works. I'll take it.
Okay. Huh?
Okay. Sure. This works.
But yeah, that's just like the level of detail we were working with back then. And that's one thing that is neat about Mega Man 11, and that's not really a spoiler, you can see it in the demo. They give a lot of detail. Like, I don't think Mega Man's shots have ever been referred to in-game as solar bullets until this one.
True.
So I appreciate the attention to detail there.
I noticed that too, like the solar bullets thing. That's only ever really explained in like the manga or the comics or whatever, not in the games.
Yeah, like the source books and stuff have covered it in the past, but
yeah,
never in the actual game itself. So
all right, round 2. There we go. There. It's kind of like another take on the devil. They call it the block devil, I believe. But
yeah, I forget what the actual name of this thing was, because this was one of the ones that actually didn't get a name over here for like the longest time, unless some magazine decided to christen it or something. Only 2 of the bosses here did.
okay, jeez.
Guts Dozer and like the Mecha Dragon.
Okay.
Because I think like those were the only 2 mentioned in the booklet. The Boo Beam traps and this thing. I don't think they got names, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, here comes this stage. Okay, this one's not so bad, but oh yeah, also we now have the inferior music. It's just like it's there.
Oh, I like it. I mean, the first 2, it kind of gives that feeling of like, you know, siege on Dr. Wily's fortress. And now that you're like in the you know, depths, it's like just a little more, you know, it feels a little more. I don't know if dire is the right word, but you kind of feel like cut off from the outside. It's like, you know, the only way to go is forward now. And I think the music kind of evokes that pretty well. I think those things are weak to quick boomerang.
In other words, it's time to get serious.
Indeed.
Oh, oops. Go left a little bit.
Ooh.
There we go.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but getting through those like in one piece is still just kind of a lip biter.
Yeah, right. It's one of those things that it's really tense, but you usually can do it 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. But who keeps count, right?
Right.
You're never sure which one's gonna be that 10.
Wow, that was a short stage. Jeez, I forgot about that. think we need quick.
Make it quick. Just like this. Oh.
It does a lot of damage.
So I haven't seen the episode of the cartoon yet with Gutsman.
Oh god.
But somebody did a edit of the Archie comic where Gutsman is taking exception to the Gutsdozer here, and like changes it to like, you know, instead of the Guts tank, Gutsdozer, whatever you want to call it. He's like talking about the fully charged version. He's like getting all angry and like ready to like you know, suck at one. I loved that arc in the comics.
Yeah, Gutsman in the fully charged cartoon. Oh dear. Like, you know how the original Gutsman, he's more about like the Guts spirit or whatever. He's just a gutsy man.
Yeah, Guts is like basically means like power or something in Japan, and
yeah. And then the fully charged comes and they take Guts way too seriously.
You mean literally?
Absolutely literally.
Because I don't know if they're taking it too serious, but...
Well, I meant literally.
Are you going down for the one-up on the other side, or...?
I guess we could go do that. There we go. Oh, jeez.
With the boo beam trap coming up. Well, then again, you're probably going to use a save state, aren't you?
I probably should, actually, because, again...
Like, right before you go in the door, because I don't think anybody's going to hold that against you, like I said.
Yeah.
Save us the grinding.
So I know for...
But, yeah, we have a much more literal Gutsman now. Like, all I know is, like, basically the thumbnail and that description that was submitted by Ability King KK, I believe, on Mega Man Network.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just surprised it took this long to happen. This is like, what, the fourth American cartoon with, like, Mega Man that Gutsman has been in, and only the first time I think they've, like, you know, gone for, like, that interpretation of Guts. You would think at the very least it would have been in Captain N.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Was he in Captain N? I don't remember.
Not particularly featured, but yeah, there was, like, the whole thing where they're going after the sacred treasures, and Mother Brain had beaten them at the Galactic Olympics and stuff, or Video Olympics. It was like a whole thing. Gutman was the main guy shown, but they like showed versions of all the Mega Man 1 Robot Masters. Except they weren't like Robot Masters, they were just kind of like, you know, more common foes until, like, you know, they got to Cutman, but...
Right. I do remember something about Captain N is the Robot Master designs were amazing. Sarcasm.
Oh, they were definitely amazing. Just maybe not in the way that, you know, most people would prefer to interpret that word.
Yep.
Okay, if you turn on the shield now, I was gonna say you can just sit there, and if you hit jump, it won't release the shield.
Oh, okay.
So you can just drop right onto the platform.
Well, that's cool. Go. I remember this took me a while to figure out too when I first played this game. This room in particular.
Jumping is a free action when you're using the leaf shield.
Let me try that actually. Oh, you're right. Dang, I never knew that.
Yeah. And since you jump to get off the ladder, just, you know, makes that one part easy.
Rush Jet! Wait, you're not Rush. Alright. It's kind of weird that, like, they didn't think of Rush until the next game.
You know the air shooter tears those things up, right?
Oh. Another thing I need to keep in mind. This guy sucks. He just stands in your way.
Yeah. Bit of a cheap shot.
Okay, here. Oh, yes it does. Nice. Ouch. So I'm definitely going to be using E-tanks here. Oh boy. Wow, I have so much health, dude. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that helps.
Okay, don't forget to do a save state.
Save state. Engage.
Can I see your energy levels right quick? Yeah. Go to the next page.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh my god.
No. Uh-oh, that's not good.
You might have to grind after all.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I know people start complaining, and maybe they overdid it in Mega Man 8, like, with, like, every, transition, like, at the midpoint. But honestly, having weapons energy refilled, like, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't really add to the challenge so much as it's just like a grind. Well, okay, I guess it does kind of add to the challenge because you gotta make sure not to get killed like that.
Like that. Oh boy, here we are. There has to be a better place to grind. Let me see. Can I get to this mentor down here? Maybe. Okay.
You ever watched South Park?
Somewhat. Not too much.
Did you ever see the World of Warcraft episode?
That does ring a bell, yes.
I'm just reminded, like, okay, you got, like, this, like, OP guy that, like, you know, they're trying to grind to, like, you know,
it's
kill.
coming back to me.
So and it's, like, you know, they basically just keep killing this, like, really low-level enemy, like a boar or something.
Right.
If maybe a boar was even too much, and it was, like, you know, it gets, like, them 2 XP or something. And so they're just, like, farming, like, you know, these things for days, and going after the Mets kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, they,
Can you go back further down? I'm just curious what else we have, because, like, these are too narrow to really do it without, like, taking hits to your health.
True. There's another little thing there.
Well, unless you manage to do that.
Okay, we'll see what's down here. Not much. I don't want to risk getting killed by the spikes there, so...
Yeah, that might be your best bet after all.
And the other guys, they're a little too dangerous to take on.
Yeah. Of course, unlike the South Park situation, it's like, you know, your gains are probably going to be about the same here, regardless of what you kill.
Yeah, pretty much. I do remember that though, like, they had their mom make snacks for them, and they were, like, super fat by the time they were done.
Yeah.
Just to beat that one guy.
I always kind of have to stop and, like, look at the thing, like, you know.
Oops. That's fine.
Did you just use an energy tank?
Yeah. By complete accident, I should say. I think I'll still be fine though.
Ah, you should be.
I think
You've done this before, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get another one down the line. If anything,
like, what are you even gonna really need it for? Wily machine, maybe?
That's
or just the gauntlet?
Probably it.
Maybe.
Yeah, even the gauntlet's not that bad. Oops. Oh god. I guess getting my wood back.
No.
Okay, it's not a hard setback, so it's fine. That was just unfortunate. We're good. So now we gotta go all the way back. Yeah, this stage always gets me, somehow. Every time I record it. Like, I even told my friend, like, I'm gonna play Mega Man 2, and I'm pretty sure this is the stage that's gonna take the longest time.
Yeah, it's like such a slog. It's... I don't know, maybe they should have put it, like, as the second stage or something? I don't know.
Maybe. It's just... Boom Beam Trap is the main problem, because you know, you gotta have your energy ready just to even have a chance.
Yeah. Mega Man, get your weapons ready.
Literally. Like, he really did mean that. Oh yeah, that's right. Jumping's free, so... And I always figured, like, when I first played this, that you could, like, just jump from the top, and no, you got to come from the bottom, or you're not gonna have enough clearance.
You know, almost 30 years later, and I still have no idea how that platform's actually moving along that rail. Like, you look at the animation, and it's like, how does that even work?
Apparently the ball was just turning and turning.
Do everything turn.
It's like maybe
There is a
the line is actually a
okay.
gear. I don't have air shooter anymore, so I'm gonna make sure I get rid of him. Oh, nice. I'm gonna refill that then. I think...
Spend it all in one place.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, does this work on them?
I believe so. I've seen this before. Yeah.
No, it certainly does if their shield's down.
Oh, nice. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
I didn't know that would happen.
I am running.
Unfortunately, the energy expenditure is pretty extreme
big.
when you're out.
Yeah. Oh, God. Not both sides. Give me some help, please. I hope he does. I mean, I do have an E.
Well, not what you had in mind, I'm sure.
I guess. I guess we're using the E-tank today. Let's give this a shot. So what I'm gonna do is item 1. Oh yeah, and this is a very laggy room. Oh gosh.
I really hate that you can't, like, switch weapons until the thing disappears.
Wait, that knockback is really bad too. Okay. Okay, so E-tank. Might have to use 2 even. It depends. Crap. That's not good.
Getting to that one's a pain.
Yes. Oh, barely made it.
One of the worst things about not getting a Mega Man powered up 2 is not seeing how they might have remedied this.
Yeah. This really does need to be remedied. Oh great, I hate when that happens too. Okay, then I got that. 3. And we're pretty much good now. Wait for this bomb to go off a billion times. There we go. Alright, first try.
At least it's easier to dodge when there's fewer of them.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to use the pause trick. Congratulations.
There's a pause trick in this game too?
Yeah, if you, hit the, start button rapidly, bring up the subscreen and on and off, Mega Man goes into, like, that kind of, faint warp, the teleport, state.
Okay.
And, shots will pass through if you do it right.
Nice. I forgot, you go right to the room. That's crazy.
And it's like, I can beat Boo Beam Trap without doing it like you, just did, but, I mean, it all depends on, like, how much time I feel like wasting.
Right.
It's like, I don't owe you anything. If you guys want to, like, start refilling my weapons, sure. And wouldn't that have been a nice option just to have in, like, the,
yeah, I'm gonna need some energy, for sure. Oh, okay, I still have ammo, that's good. Oh. Good thing I get healed after each one. They don't do that in Mega Man 1.
Nope, they just kind of give you the one at the end.
And the terrain is different for this one too, so I don't have to worry about the weird terrain here in the original room.
Mega Man 1.
Okay.
Mega Man 1 is, first game I played in the series, but I didn't beat it till after I beat Mega Man 4.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just like kind of, I mean, it's a tough game.
It is. It's probably the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, Mega Man 4 was like probably the other hardest for me to beat, which it's like a lot easier these days for me. But once I did that, I felt confident enough to go back and do 1 again.
Yeah, 1 definitely suffers from first installment syndrome. There's a lot of things. Like, it definitely laid a foundation, but this game improved a lot of things over 1. Like the controls and everything about it. And there we go. I'll take the hits. 2 to go. These goes by fast with the Metal Blade.
Yeah. I mean, like, Atomic Fire really wrecks Woodbane, but I think you've used all that up on the Sniper Joes.
Maybe. I'm just gonna buster this. There we go.
Mega Buster
I
busts.
can defeat Airman. I mean, I can defeat Woodman too. So. Okay. Bubbles. Gonna have to go search some of them though.
Yeah. Fortunately, it doesn't take too many to put them down, and the energy usage is pretty conservative.
Yep. Yeah, they gave me a lot of ammo for this, but I guess it's for a good reason. Okay, time for Dr. Wily himself.
Maybe. You gotta wonder if they really thought it out. I mean, whoever designed, like, you know, the boo-beam trap situation is like, you know, okay, did they really put that much thought into it?
Right. I'm gonna run out of this soon. They also give you a lot of this ammo, too.
Yeah. Too bad you don't have any crash bomber, because that works nicely in here, too.
That's true. I wasted it all on Boo Beam Trap, again, because you need it. Oh yeah, this sucks. Can I go to the menu game?
I was gonna say I'd probably use the E-Tank, because you're probably not gonna need it on the last boss, right? Even then you got one other left.
Yeah. It's good to have the one for safety reasons, though.
Yeah.
Come on, do it.
I'm trying to remember if anything else works on this form. Part of me wants to say air shooter, but that might be...
I'm not sure, actually. I think Crash Bomber was correct. Another skull.
Crash Bomber definitely works on the first form. I don't remember if it works on the second form as well. I mean, I think it does. I think a lot of stuff does, but...
And this part is creepy, because there's, like, no music.
Yeah. They haven't really done that again.
And all you just hear...
Which just makes this all the better. All those echoes.
Yeah, that's all you hear. It's like, this is it. It's time to get serious.
Yeah.
If you just keep running, you can just bypass everything.
Yep. You press right as soon as, like, you know, you warp in so that you're kind of near the edge of the screen.
Oh my god! He's an alien? Who would have thought?
Oh my god, he's a storybook alien come to life.
Oh my goodness.
And for anybody who didn't know, that's actual canon, by the way.
This is canon.
Well, I mean the storybook part, that's like what Wily based it on, like to try to scare Mega Man.
Oh, okay. Nice.
At least I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay, apparently
Last I heard, anyway.
a printer is going off. That's great. Oh, I'm gonna use the thing.
A what now?
A printer is about to print out something, apparently.
Oh.
That's great.
So hopefully it doesn't interfere with the game.
Nah.
I gotta admit, this is a pretty creative setting for a battle, with the stars basically covering for the shots if you're not paying attention.
I agree. And you find out it's only a hologram. Whoop. It's like, I'm gonna get you, Mega Man! I'm gonna do it! Oh. There it is.
Just desperately working those controls.
Dr. Wily is printing something out.
You know, how can Wily jump higher than Mega Man, the robot, the super fighting robot?
Right.
I mean, we know that he can, like, you know, do those super leaps, like, you know, when he wants to, but...
And then we have this part, where it's just... We won, finally, and then it just gets all sad again.
Yeah. I mean, God, I thought maybe Mega Man had, like, gone away, or, like... I don't know if I thought he died, but I don't know. I just thought he was, like, gone, like, at the end of this. It was, like, so kind of vague. That was one reason I liked the Worlds of Power novel, is they kind of gave it a happier spin.
Well, that's good. And yeah, it's just like, he puts down his helmet at the end or something. It's very vague, like you said, but it's like, maybe he's...
Yeah, he just, like, flickers out as he's, like, you know, looking up at the image of the little town or whatever that is there.
Probably at his hometown. Hold on. Okay. Great time to... great time to get interrupted. Alright, yeah, that was Mega Man 2 though. You can see like he put down his helmet. I guess he just gave up fighting for now. But he'll be back.
Yeah. Everlasting
Otherwise
days.
you wouldn't have Mega Man 11.
Of course. Yeah, hearing Mega Man 3 was coming was like great news after this. I was so happy. Mega Man's not dead!
Oh, he's alive! He's gotta fight for everlasting peace. And he cheated for 8 years, but nope, not anymore.
But yeah, that like bit with the helmet, it's like in the book, it's like he just kind of throws it off and like runs down the hill to his home or whatever.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I like these little endings to NES games. Like in Mega Man 3, you have, oh, Proto Man's your brother.
That's pretty good. The ending to, I actually kind of prefer the ending to Mega Man 7 to this one. It's very similar, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, Mega Man 7 is awesome. Because like he tried to kill Dr. Wily, but then he's like, no, you can't, I'm a human, you're breaking the law. And he's like, crap.
Yeah, that part too. I just mean the walking with the exploding skull castle in the background.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that, like, because like, you know, you can tell that Mega Man's frustrated that he couldn't stop Dr. Wily this time, and he's just pissed. He's not even looking at the explosion.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
And I can't believe they cut that from Mega Man Anniversary Collection. That was like my favorite ending, and like they cut it, and like, why?
Why?
And it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter why. There was no good reason.
I know, right?
Like, they could have just. I think I'd heard something about like, you know, maybe technical reasons or something, which I'm skeptical of. But like, you know, even with that provision, it's like they could probably have like, you know, shoved in a video clip or something there, you know?
Probably, yeah. Apparently, the reason was they couldn't emulate the Mode 7 of the SNES. But that's.
Could they emulate a GIF? Because I know there are GIFs that can do it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But anyways, that was pretty much Mega Man 2. Thank you for watching, everyone, and thank you, LBD Night Train, for joining us for this.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
LBD, you want to tell them where they can find you at?
Oh, I was gonna do a self-deprecating message, but I couldn't think of anything that would be good. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at LBD_NYTETRAYN or at the Network. And you can also find me at the MMNetwork.com, the Mega Man Network, and various other places. But if you check those out, you know, you can probably, you know, put together the rest.
Yeah, we'll have all that in the link below in the description. So, thank you once again, everyone. And tomorrow we'll be playing Mega Man 3. So, until next time, rock on.